Alright, hello and welcome back. So last time wasn't particularly exciting. Having spent so long trying to get out of the planar sphere, Jin hadn't really thought so much about what he'd do once he got out. So all he did was sell off some of the loot, and Aerie learned some new spells, and everybody reorganized equipment and checked some spell books. So I think what we'll do now is
What
we're
do you
going
require?
to. Well, I still haven't decided what to do.
I will do my best.
But what we will do is, I remember seeing a message whilst we were in the planar sphere that the taxes were ready for collection in the Darnese hold. So I think we'll go there, and on the way have a little think about our reassess our current situation and think about what we might do next. Um, First, I'm just going into here so we can
Yes.
sell off the scrolls that we didn't need.
Yes? Very well.
Ripald Bardaman at your service.
Um, we won't make any major decisions on buying things right now, because how much gold we have depends on whether we take up Galen Bale's offer. Because at the end of the day, Jin's primary concern now is still finding Imoen. It's been a long time since she was taken, and he is quite keen to get her back. Just checking if anyone else needs a better longbow. Right, nope, so that one's for sale. Don't think we even need these. See no point in hanging onto these, so we'll... Oh, I don't know. The come from Tanari is almost like trophies of our victory. Alright, that's for sale then. I do go composite +1 is better than standard +1. Okay. Oh yeah, we can bolts +2. So we'll sell those as well. And these gems. I think Aerie has some of these.
What is my task?
The
Done.
Adventure Mart's the finest shopping in all of Faerun. Widest selection, lowest prices, and nary a fancy illustration. Just the goods, bare and plain.
I shall go forth at your
On
command.
my as you ask. What do you require? It shall be.
Yeah, we're traveling on the highway soon,
Yes,
so
consider it done.
from experience, probably got a better chance of being ambushed than not. So let me put a familiar back in the pack. So so the situation is essentially this. As I understand it, Imoen has been taken by the coward wizards. Now Jin had originally tried to appease them by taking on a job for them, but in doing so, he discovered, I guess, the extent of corruption within the coward wizards, or rather the moral ambiguity of the coward wizards. So initially he thought they were a force for law and order, and perhaps even a force for good. But the way they appear to abuse their power, and the way they persecuted Valgar is kind of convinced Jin that the coward wizards are not to be trusted. So alright, so we'll be heading to the Darnese Hold, and obviously in the killing of Torgarius, I'm pretty sure we've lost any chance of getting Imoen back through to talking to the cloud wizards. Which means we need assistance to find out where they're holding their prisoners and probably help with rescuing Imoen. Jin can see, I guess, the following power groups within ARM. So there's the Council of Six, who are like the official government, the nobility, the aristocracy. The problem is they are all anonymous. Who's this guy? Right, so they're all anonymous, and
Declare yourself.
all is calm, my lord. The restoration of the guard has begun. A long process. Hopefully there is no trouble like the trolls headed our way. Okay, so he must be, okay. So Jin has little hope, and also there's no reason why the any of the Council of Six would agree to see Jin or help him. So that doesn't seem like a viable option. The Shadow Thieves are obviously another power group of significant influence, and Jin suspects that Galen Vale may indeed be a member of the Shadow Thieves. So I think this is a buffer. Alright.
What is my task?
The
It
Jin
shall
is
be.
very opposed to the idea of working with or for the Thieves Guild, and it's partly because he's a naturally law-inclined individual, but also he's got very bad memories of working with Thieves Guilds. Back in Baldur's Gate, he when he was looking for contacts to find out information regarding the Iron Throne, he agreed to work for local local Thieves Guild there. And one of the missions he was tasked to do, or rather Imoen was tasked to do, was to find the 3 components of a Haruan airship. And in that mission, something went horribly wrong, and it ended with the deaths of the 3 daughters of Chandalar, when the party was essentially forced to defend itself after the cover was blown. So it's something that Jin really regretted, and he's kind of learned his lesson that thieves are never up to any good, and he'd really prefer not to work with the Shadow Thieves.
On my honor.
So
Consider it done.
that brings us on to I'll speak to Major Domo first, and
Greetings,
then
Your
I'll
Grace.
keep talking. I actually have a rather angry merchant by the name of Thomas Bendelia that has been demanding to see you. Well, we came here to pick up taxes. It may have something to do with his caravan being waylaid by bandits passing through the region, but he refuses to speak to anyone but your lordship. He is an influential merchant in this area. I believe he owns the deed to more than one local farmhold. Will you grant this man an audience, my lord? I guess it's Jin's responsibility now. Alright, certainly show him in. Excellent, my lord. I shall send for him immediately.
Hello,
Okay.
pal.
Alright, Thomas Bendelia. You there. Are you the one who's replaced Lord Darnese in this land? I demand immediate restitution for this outrage. It's not the right way to address a lord. I suggest you calm yourself, Mr. Bendelia. Perhaps start by explaining to Lord Jin exactly what sort of outrage you're referring to. As if you don't know. I'm well aware that this land was overrun by those filthy trolls, but that business is now over and done with. Bandits have invaded the passes in the southern reaches of their land. Bandits. I've had my caravans traveling through this area for the past 10 years, and I've never heard of bandits here. You are responsible for the safety of this area. Those fiends burned my caravan and took all my goods. I demand restitution, and a guarantee that these bandits will be eliminated as soon as possible. If you ignore me, I swear, not only shall I not travel through these lands again, but I shall foreclose on every house or farmhold I hold a debt for. I swear I shall. Right, so I guess he's a landowner in the region as well. As I said, he cannot be easily ignored. Many will be upset if their farms are foreclosed, and the bandits will have to be dealt with sooner or later. Alright, Well, Jin has dealt with bandits before, so this sounds like another side quest. This Jin is probably quite keen to see if he can rescue Imoen soon. Right, we do not have the strength yet to face them. Our patrols simply have too few men. Obviously the bandits noticed. We need mercenaries. Okay. I know a few reliable mercenary companies we could acquire for 500 gold. That would handle this problem. Maybe we can go as low as 250, but that would take longer. Alright, Thomas Bandita. Enough of this chatter. I demand an answer. Will I have my restitution or not? Right. Yeah, I mean, I think, I don't know what the laws are, but, I think you're meant to buy insurance for this kind of thing. But, it's actually an interesting, dilemma. Jin doesn't want to sort of be a pushover here, but, I guess he is kind of responsible for the safety of the land. I think he'll ask how much the caravan is worth. 1,000 gold pieces easily. Right. So we can buy the debts of the farmers. I think yeah, the problem is if you imagine a merchant being really careless on the road and getting robbed, Jin doesn't want to have to underwrite all their foolishness. But I think if this man has been robbed on his territory, then I suppose he is partially responsible. So I think we'll go for the middle option. Right, offer 500 gold. I suppose it is better to have something than nothing. Yes, very well, my lord, I accept. Might I ask, what do you intend to do about the bandits? Alright, I think on this issue, Jin will have to be decisive. He came here to collect gold. It turns out I think he has to end up spending. Alright. We'll spend 500 gold to hire mercenaries. Good enough then. Perhaps I shall return through this area and continue supplying the locals with goods. So long as you keep your promise, my lord. Okay. Alright, your hero leveled up.
Nature's
We'll do that
servant
first.
awaits.
Level up. Alright, she's got another level 6 slot. Only one more hit point. I'm not very lucky with these hit point rolls. Okay. Let's see. Dangerous recall. After summoning 3. Conjure animals. Some sort of decay. Physical mirror. Yeah, I'm not done reading for level 6. But I think this heals everything. Wipe away all disease, injury, cures blindness. Alright, this is a pretty useful spell. I think the miscast magic. Alright, we don't. Let's just fire, I guess. It's a bit situational, but why not? Another June. Okay.
What
So
do
it
you
came
I
about
will
with
do my
gold.
best.
Greetings, Your Grace.
Yeah, I'd like to access whatever is being collected through taxes. Alright, how are things going around here? Not much has changed. I've kept the same forms that Lord Arnis wished. Arranged minor matters of justice, but that is merely here at the keep. As for the farmers and such, they are pleased with their rulership so far. They are still trying to fully recover from the trolls, but things go well overall. Yeah. Access wherever they've been collected through taxes. Of course, my lord. I've stored all taxes collected so far in the library cabinet on the second floor. Tell me where I store it. Okay. Right. I think that's the room where
Yes.
the
Yes.
anti-mage was. So yeah, back to the I guess the bigger picture here. So that's why Jin isn't so keen to work with the Shadow Thieves, and also it's become clear, or assume that Galen Bale is indeed a representative of the Shadow Thieves. It's become clear the Shadow Thieves have been spying on him, because
Very well.
only moments after he was contacted by somebody called Valen, representing well, another woman that who has not been named. Galen sent his cousin, or nephew, sorry, sent his nephew, alright, there's a woman here. Galen sent his
Excuse
nephew,
me. I have only my simple business.
Talira, one of the new maids, okay. Right, I guess that it'll be that name. Alright, 500 gold.
What is my
Well,
task?
This tax collecting trip has cost us a net 500. Alright,